Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm 19, and I'm planning my 21st birthday party now. And I'm inviting you. Now, that might seem a little bit odd because I probably don't know you, but I would like you to come anyway. And I don't care what shape, size, color, age you are, I want you to be there with me. And I want you to bring your friends. Because the more people there are, and the more people that sign up now, the more likely it is that I'll be able to join you. All you really have to do to come to my party is to sign up to be an organ donor. Because in order to make it to 21, I'm gonna need new lungs. When I was 17 years old, I was diagnosed with primary hypertension. PH is not very well known in South Africa, so we needed to fight for things that I would say would often come a lot easier to those with diseases which are better known. The reason I'm inviting you to my birthday is because it's a life or death issue. There are so many South Africans who, like me, are in need of organs, so we needed to do something that would raise awareness. And I think the idea of a 21st, firstly, it was important to me because I am 20, today is my 20th birthday, and I would love to reach my 21st, and I'm gonna need lungs to do it. I was that ridiculous child who would do her homework obsessively so that she could relax later on, and everything was always focused on the future. And then when I heard about this illness, I had to stop. I had to stop only thinking forward, and I had to stop planning because I realized that I didn't know what my future held and if I would ever get there. And now, being listed for a lung transplant, all of it's kind of coming back, and I'm realizing I could actually have dreams again.
Jenna and her family started the Jenna Lowe Trust to educate others and raise awareness about the condition. They aim to help other sufferers get an earlier diagnosis and access to the treatment they need.
Watching someone you love lose the things that people take for granted every day is an incredibly hard thing to handle. I mean, Jenna is the most inspiring person, but I must say that I do miss the small things, like being able to walk on the beach together and swimming on a hot summer day. Those kind of things we aren't actually able to do anymore.
Well, since Jenna's campaign, have been diagnosed as a direct result of that campaign. That's the first thing. The second thing is to make sure that people are taking breathlessness seriously. We also are helping those people to get the drugs into the country, showing them how to go about it in the right way, how to fill in the paperwork, and how not to say no.
I'm currently awaiting a lung transplant. The pH has got bad enough that I'm going to need a bilateral transplant, both lungs. And while I wait for that, I'm pretty much at home, stuck in my room, because I'm not doing so well. So I spend about 60% of my day sleeping, and the rest of the time I read or just lie still because it's very difficult for me to move around or exert myself in any way.
In February this year, Jenna wrote 2 blog posts on her recovery. She described going 5 days without oxygen after the surgery and even climbing 7 stairs.
She was calm. She was the one saying to the doctors, "Don't worry, go ahead." I don't know. Extraordinary.
Imagine that you knew the day your time was up, and think about it, envy every single stranger, cause they have what you will never time enough.
We've lost our soulmate, our daughter, Christy's sister, and such an exceptional human being. I think I'll spend the rest of my life trying to cope with that.
Today marks the 2-year anniversary of when Jen received her transplant. Hi, I'm Josie Joubert, and my charity for this year's Project for Awesome is the Jenna Lowe Trust. Firstly, the Project for Awesome is a charitable campaign which was started in 2000 by John and Hank Green. The aim is to help decrease world suck. People enter videos for the charities that they think deserve money. The charities are then voted upon by you, the viewers, and then the charity of the top videos receive a portion of the money raised. You can help raise money by donating or by buying things on Indiegogo. There's a link in the description for more information. So why should you support the Jenna Lowe Trust? After Jen passed away in 2015, the Trust continued to help people living with PH in South Africa. They help to buy mobility scooters, supply oxygen pumps, and get medication to the people who need it. They've even started a clinic in Cape Town, solely for the purpose of helping people with PH. This is very important because most of the medication that is needed is not found in South Africa. It is very expensive and it can be difficult to get hold of. South Africa does not recognize PH as a medical condition. However, in most countries, the medication is easily accessible and even fully paid for by the government. For more information, there is a link in the description. However, that is not all the Trust does. The Trust helps the Organ Donor Foundation in South Africa to promote organ donation and to increase the number of donors. Before Jen started the Get Me to 21 campaign, only 0.2% of South Africans were donors, compared to the 35% in Spain or the 26% in the USA. 3 months after Jen started her campaign, the number of organ donors in South Africa had increased by 287%. Every day, there are 4,500 people on the waiting list, many of whom die while waiting for their transplant. For more information about organ donation in South Africa and how to become an organ donor, you can click on the link in the description. There is a link for the Get Me to 21 campaign, the Jenna Lowe Trust, and the Organ Donor Foundation. This cause is very close to my heart because Jen had such potential and yet never managed to achieve it. So please think of everyone around you who has so much potential. This could be one of them.